Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Blog Podcast. Today is Saturday, August 11th, 2018. I said I was going to do my NFL linebacker rankings. I just don't have time to do it today, so I'll push that to tomorrow and do both the linebacker rankings and the defensive back rankings on tomorrow's podcast. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's baseball games, look ahead to today's games, go over a couple NFL and MLB injury newses, couple trades that happened, and a contract extension given out by one of the young emerging stars in the National Hockey League. All right, baseball yesterday. The Cubs defeated the Nationals 3-2 as they improved to 67-48. Washington drops to 59-57. Steve Chizik improves to 3-1. Sammy Solis drops to 1-2. Pedro Strop gets his 9th save of the season. The Rangers defeated the Yankees 12-7 as they improved to 52-66. The Yanks dropped to 72-43. Mike Minor improves to 9-6. Masahiro Tanaka drops to 9-3. The Red Sox defeated the Orioles 19-12. Wow, as they improved to 82-35. Baltimore drops to 35-81. Drew Pomeranz out of the pen gets the win, 2-5 on the year. Miguel Castro drops to 2-7. The Rays defeated the Blue Jays 7-0 as they improved to 59-57. Toronto drops to 52-63. Blake Snell improves to 13-5. Marco Estrada drops to 5-9. The Tigers defeated the Twins 5-3 as they improved to 48-68. Minnesota drops to 53-62. Jordan Zimmerman improves to 5-4. Irvin Santana drops to 0-1. Shane Green gets his 24th save of the year. The Reds defeated the Diamondbacks 3-0 as they improved to 51-65. Arizona drops to 64-53. Anthony DeSclafani improves to 6-3. Clay Buchholz drops to 5-2. Rafael Iglesias gets his 22nd save of the season. The Mets defeated the Marlins 6-2 as they improved to 48-65. The Marlins dropped to 47-70. Zach Wheeler improves to 7-6. Jose Arena drops to 3-12. The Braves defeated the Brewers 10-1 as they improved to 63-50. Milwaukee drops to 66-53. Kevin Gausman improves to 1-1 as a member of the Braves. Freddie Peralta drops to 5-3. The White Sox defeated the Indians 1-0 on a walk-off homer by Daniel Palka as they improved to 42-73. Cleveland drops to 64-51. Jace Fry improves to 1-2. Noe Ramirez drops to 0-2. The Mariners defeated the Astros 5-2 as they improved to 67-50. Houston drops to 73-44. Adam Warren improves to 1-1 as a member of the Mariners. Garrett Cole drops to 10-5. Edwin Diaz gets his 44th save of the year. The Cardinals defeated the Royals 7-0 as they improved to 61-55. Casey drops to 35-80. Austin Gomber improves to 2-0. Birch Smith drops to 1-4. Daniel Ponce de Leon gets his first save of the season. The Rockies defeated the Dodgers 5-4 as they improved to 61-55. The Dodgers dropped to 64-53. Jake McGee improves to 2-4. Zach Rossop drops to 0-1. Adam Ottavino gets his 5th save of the year. The Angels defeated the Athletics 4-3 as they improved to 59-58. The A's dropped to 68-48. Jim Johnson improves to 4-2. Lou Trevino drops to 8-2. Blake Parker gets his 11th save of the year. The Padres defeated the Phillies 2-0 as they improved to 47-71. Philly drops to 64-51. Jacob Nix improves to 1-0. Zach Eflin drops to 8-4. Kirby Yates gets his 4th save of the year. The Giants defeated the Pirates 13-10 as they improved to 58-59. Pittsburgh drops to 60-57. Derek Holland improves to 6-8. Clay Holmes drops to 1-2. Today's games, 1 o'clock. We have 2 games, a doubleheader. Game 1, Red Sox-Orioles. David Price and Jacob Yacobanis. Rangers-Yankees. Drew Hutchinson and Lance Lynn. 4 o'clock, Fox Sports 1, Nationals, Cubs, Tanner Roark, John Lester. Give me the Cubs at home to win their 2nd straight against Washington. Rays, Blue Jays, Ryan Stanek and Sam Gaviglio. 6 o'clock, Twins, Tigers, Kyle Gibson and Francisco Liriano. Diamondbacks, Reds, Robbie Ray and Matt Harvey. That's a 6:40 game. 7 o'clock, Game 2 of a doubleheader, Red Sox-Orioles. William Cuevas against Jeffrey Ramirez. Indians-White Sox, Trevor Bauer and James Shields. Brewers-Braves, Wade Miley and Julio Teheran. That's on Fox Sports 1. And give me the Atlanta Braves at home Julio Teheran pitches better at SunTrust Park this year than he does on the road, unlike last year. Mariners Astros, Wade LeBlanc and Charlie Morton. Mets Marlins, Corey Oswalt and Dan Straley. 7:15 Cardinals Royals, Jack Flaherty and Danny Duffy. Dodgers Rockies at 8 o'clock, Walker Buehler and Kyle Freeland. 8:40 Phillies Padres, Aaron Nola and Walter Lockett. 9 o'clock Pirates Giants, Trevor Williams and Ty Blach. The Giants will also be retiring Barry Bonds, his number 25, in an on-field ceremony before this game. And also at 9 o'clock tonight is Athletics Angels, Edwin Jackson, and Tyler Skaggs. I'm going to go over some news real quick before I go. Nick Easton of the Minnesota Vikings got surgery on a herniated disc. He was placed on the IR. In all likelihood, that means that he won't play this season. That is a big loss for the Minnesota Vikings offensive line. I had Easton ranked on my list as a projected starter for them. The Detroit Red Wings extended young star forward Dylan Larkin to a 5-year extension. That's well-deserved. If you're a rebuilding team like the Detroit Red Wings, then you got to lock up your young players. A couple trades happened yesterday in Major League Baseball. Well, I should say the last 2 days. The Minnesota Twins traded away Fernando Rodney to the Oakland Athletics for a minor league pitching prospect. Oakland improves their bullpen even more. That bullpen's loaded. You have Trinan, you have Trevino, you have Familia, you have Sean Kelly, who you just picked up on waivers, and now Fernando Rodney. So that's 5 pretty good arms in that bullpen. And what I thought was a great trade for Philadelphia, they acquired Justin Bour from the Miami Marlins for a pitching prospect, the lefty Mackenzie Mills. If I were Miami, I would have traded Bour at the deadline, the non-waiver deadline, not this deadline. So then what a steal for Philly. He'll probably play first base and platoon with Carlos Santana, who has been okay. It's like 16 homers, but is hitting like 220. So maybe they want to upgrade at that position. But yeah, the Phillies really loaded up. Asdrubal Cabrera, Justin Bour, Wilson Ramos. They improved their pen too. So this team is going for it, and I give them credit. Even though this was supposed to be the final quote-unquote rebuilding year for this core, they went out and signed Jake Arrieta. They signed Carlos Santana in the offseason. And then the team exceeds expectations, and then they go make some trades. So I got to give Philadelphia some credit. Couple injuries I want to get to. Mike Trout's on the disabled list, and that is just an absolute bummer for baseball. And it's not going to be a long stint. It's supposed to be the minimum stint. He has a wrist injury. In another baseball news that's not an injury, the Orioles shifted Adam Jones to right field and called up rookie Cedric Mullins. So that's pretty much interesting, to say the least. I don't think Adam Jones will stay in Baltimore long term. That is a rebuild. Adam Jones will certainly try to join a contending team next year. Maybe St. Louis if they part ways with Dexter Fowler, but I think they're going in a youth movement direction too. The Yankees had some interest at the deadline, but that was because they're trying to get somebody to replace Aaron Judge while Judge was hurt. But I didn't really love that Adam Jones Yankees fit at all. Philadelphia was interested. That would have been an interesting fit. Philadelphia is going for it with bringing in a bunch of veterans that know what they're doing and have played in big games before. But outside of Bour, Ramos has been in big games at Washington in his career. And then obviously Cabrera was in a couple big games with the Mets, as well as the Indians when he was playing on the Indians. and he was on a couple other teams that were contenders in the past as well. And the last thing I wanted to get to is a very unfortunate injury. Darius Grice, the rookie running back of the Washington Redskins, tore his ACL and is out for the season. This is why preseason is so risky, because you never know with injuries and whatnot. So torn ACL, done for the season. That is a big loss for the Washington Redskins. I believe he was supposed to be like their starting running back. And teams better learn from this and not play their starters too much. Like, if I'm the New York Giants, I don't play Saquon Barkley more than 2 series the next 2 preseason games. Then you completely sit him in the 4th game, because the 4th preseason game, like, who plays, really? Just the borderline guys? Yeah, I'm just using Barkley as an example because he was the 2nd overall pick in the draft, and his team happens to play in the same division as the team that Geis plays for. All right, that's it for today's podcast. As I mentioned before, tomorrow I'll be doing my NFL linebacker rankings as well as my defensive back rankings. I'll also be going over all the baseball action that happens. Maybe more waiver trades happen, more injuries happen. We'll see. Hope you guys have a great day, everybody.